This is not normal, folks. We are seeing something very, very special right now with Blake Snell.
Got him. 10 strikeouts.
Yes! Strike 3.
Got him. 15 strikeouts. What a performance by Blake Snell.
It's a fly ball. Yastrzemski has it! And Blake Snell has pitched the first no-hitter of his brilliant career.
What up, Dodger fans? It's Blake Snell here. Really excited to be a Dodger. Can't wait to win more championships with you guys and see y'all at Dodger Stadium.
Wow, they really want to win more championships, don't they? That was Blake Snell. This is kind of Blake Snell Day. Welcome, everyone, inside Studio 3. It's Greg Amsinger with Yonder Alonso. Blake Snell officially introduced as the newest left-handed ace in that rotation for the defending World Series champs. 5 years, $182 million. The press conference on Tuesday. The rich just keep getting richer, right?
They keep getting richer. They definitely want to go back to the World Series. And it's just, look, this is, if not the biggest starting pitcher in the offseason to sign. And he goes to the Dodgers. And I think the edge is there for him, and I think they're going to be tremendous. And look, Andrew Freeman, all of a sudden now, he set himself up the way he mustered that contract to continue to get some other players to be a part of this Dodgers for next year.
Yeah, they pounced early. This was a polar opposite experience for Blake Snell from a year ago.
That's right.
When it took forever to get a deal. So Blake Snell put on the Dodger blue for the very first time. 5 years, $182 million. His last 14 starts were otherworldly good. Here are a couple moments from that press conference.
It's really easy. Just because me and Haley wanted to live here. It's something we've been talking about for a while, and then you look at the team, you look at what they've built, what they're doing. It's just something you want to be a part of. I mean, look at the first 3 hitters in the lineup. It's tough to go against. So to be on the other side, know that they're going to be, hitting for me. Yeah, pretty exciting. Coming into this free agency, I knew I had put myself in a good position to sign earlier, and with how aggressive Andrew was and Brandon, it made it pretty exciting pretty quickly, and I'm just happy we were able to get something done, and really looking forward to being here for 5 years.
We spent time a couple of weeks ago meeting with Blake and Scott and just talking through things, and just the continued maturation, the continued development, his strong desire to win and to be great, and how well that fits in within our culture. We felt like this was a perfect match in a lot of ways, and we're excited to get to work with him and work together and try to win as many games as we can.
I mean, in October, they won the World Series with 3 starters. And now look at what they have. A healthy Shohei Ohtani. They'll have a healthy Tyler Glass now. They didn't have that in October. And now they have Blake Snell, who joins us now on MLB Tonight. Blake, congratulations from all of us here at MLB Network. Great moment for you and your family. How are you watching the World Series? What emotions may have gone through your mind as you saw the Dodgers win it all? Did you think to yourself at all, like, I kind of want to play for them?
Yeah, I thought about it for sure. But watching it, I was just like trying to see like where my advantage would be. Who's doing what right? How can I get this hitter out? And I watched it. It was weird. I watched the World Series not as much as I thought I would have. I watched it a good amount, but I thought it was going to go to Game 7, and I was more curious, going to be curious later on. And then, watching it, I was like, now looking back at it, I need to go watch the games even more.
I love that. Yeah, go watch the games because you know the outcome too. Blake, Yonder Alonso here, man. As a player in free agency, man, you're going through it, and it could be a heart attack every single day, right? You don't know what's going to happen. Going through what you went through last year, at this point this year, did it just make sense to say, hey, this is the team I wanted to be in, this is the map that I want to be in right now, and if it makes sense, go ahead and push it and go for it?
Yeah, they just won the World Series. My goal is to win the World Series. The lineup, that's a big thing, man. They got 3 Hall of Famers at the top of the lineup. Like, why would you not want to pitch for that team? And then you go into their pitching, their bullpen. What their bullpen did in the postseason is crazy. So looking at all that, and then just talking to Andrew, how well I've known Andrew my whole career, that was something that was very exciting for me. So it's kind of everything pieced together, but they're just a really good team.
I wanted to ask you, too, on, your last 14 starts, phenomenal. It felt like when I watched you pitch, it was more of the curveball instead of the slider. That fastball that we know, that four-seamer at the top of the zone, it still is electric. But was there any – I know you like your rhythm. I know you like your pace, the way when you know it's good, you can roll with it. But what really changed for you in that second half?
I felt healthy. I felt alive. I felt like even like my game plan was it was sharper. I didn't have a spring training, so I couldn't really create my game plan. I had to do it as I was pitching. Just because of me signing so late, I had so much to catch up on. To where now, I know where I'm going to be. I know I can show up spring early. I'm already talking about game plan now instead of when the season starts. So there's so many more advantages I have now to know where I'm going to be. I can, buy a home instead of renting a home. That's a big deal, as you know, and just kind of get comfortable and lock in on, being the best me I can be.
I have a theory. I think you auditioned to play for the Dodgers twice. 2020 World Series, arguably your best performance, and you were taken out of that game early against the Los Angeles Dodgers. That moment was asked in the press conference. Andrew Friedman watched you dominate his team, and I remember asking Mookie Betts after they won the World Series, what was your reaction when Snell came out of the game? He said, I looked at all the guys in the dugout, I was like, thank God, now we got a chance. And then, I'm not done, I felt like your best performance was back in 2023, September 13th. You remember this? Mookie got the one hit to start the game. Then you didn't give up another hit for 6 innings. You were dominant on that mound. Did that all play into what your mindset was in terms of your future and potentially playing for the Dodgers?
I think their team in general, just how good they are. I always really look forward to pitching in Dodger Stadium, and I always look forward to pitching against them. Just because I knew, it's how many people tune into those games. They're just so exciting. They're so much fun to be a part of. So that definitely played a part. Exactly, every game's going to be like that, and that really excites me.
Hey, what does this mean to your family? I know you got a tight family. What does it mean to you now, knowing that you're going to be there for the next 5 years? I know your father is a new father at this moment. What does it mean to you?
It's nice that I'll be able to have a house that is our home. I'll get to go there, and it won't be a rented house. I think that's like the biggest thing. My whole career, I've been in, homes that aren't mine. So to actually have our own home with my family. And we've been wanting to live in L.A. We really have enjoyed this area a lot as we've gotten older. So there's a lot of perks to being here. One, the team being amazing, but two, living in L.A. is pretty amazing. So we can't wait. We're really excited.
Have you talked to Dave Roberts?
I've talked to him a couple times. He's pretty excited, too. So good that the feeling is mutual.
I love it. Has this phrase opening day been said to you at all? I mean, they're big name guys. I mean, Yamamoto, Glasnow. I think we've heard Ohtani won't be ready for opening day. But have you heard anything about whether or not you're going to get the ball to start the season for the Dodgers?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'll make sure I do what I can to earn that start. Yeah, we're going to earn it. So I'll come in the spring ready to go and see what we can do from there.
He's got edge, man.
I'm telling you, I always enjoy talking pitching with you, Blake. And I think the Dodgers were already a super team. We know that. But they just got even more super, if that is a phrase that you can say. Blake, you're one of our favorites. Congratulations on this great day for you and your family.
Thank you, guys. I was looking forward to this interview. So
awesome.
Appreciate it.
You're the man. Blake Snell joined us here on MLB Tonight. The Dodgers got better, man. The Dodgers got so much better. And this is what you have to point this out. The Los Angeles Dodgers are committed to winning. And at the All-MLB show in Las Vegas, when Chris Young asked Mookie Betts, what do you say to all of these current players in the crowd that don't have a ring? You have multiple rings now. Mookie looked at the crowd and said, guys, you're going to have to wait 7 more years to try to get another one because we're going on a run. Andrew Friedman said it best during the press conference. Their goal is to make this the golden era of Dodger baseball. And this is an organization like really littered with great history. they're doing everything they can to make that happen.
Yeah, great. And not only that, too, is the players that they're bringing in. They're bringing in solid players with good families, just good character. Guys that want to be here in the long haul. Guys that are not looking into, hey, I just want to be here 1 year, so stop and go. You heard Blake Snell. He said, hey, it just feels nice to live in my own home now for the next 5 years. Mookie feels the same way. I'm sure Freddie is back home feeling the same way. So you get a lot of these guys collectively that want to win. They want to win a World Series, but all of a sudden now, it's more than just that. It's the family culture that they have in LA. It's the way they live in LA, the way they do things with their families, whether they're traveling, going cross country and getting a different plane for their families, making sure that their families are taken care of so they can go out there and do their thing. I think the Dodgers, as well as any other club in the big leagues, they do just that. They take care of the family so that way these players are ready and all that they have on their mind is to win baseball games.
Why did the Dodgers pounce so quickly to get Blake Snell? Because it really is a game of what have you done for me lately? Blake Snell's last 14 starts, he was otherworldly. 5-0, 1.23, K per 9. Crazy. His career K per 9 is 11.2 and a minimum 1,000 innings. That's the greatest in the history of baseball, right? So Blake Snell pitches, he's a starter, but he pitches kind of like a closer. That's how much swing and miss he brings to the party. His last 14 starts, the reason they signed him away from the Giants. The Giants watched him do that in their uniform. As you see the history that he's putting on your screen right now. When the Giants won 3 world championships in a 5-year span, it looked like they held the rivalry. There wasn't really a rivalry. It was the Giants and the Dodgers were a distant memory in terms of that rivalry. I don't feel like there's a rivalry anymore. I really don't. The Dodgers haven't just separated themselves from the Giants, but from all of the teams in Major League Baseball. And if you're a fan of the Giants, this burns even more because if there was one target you should have had when you're striking out with all of these position players who you're trying to get, it should be the guy who dominates to a 1.23 ERA over 14 starts. He did that in your uniform, and you didn't bring him back.
There's a lot of unknown with the Giants. And I think that's probably one of the bigger reasons why they didn't bring him back, right? Are they going to win this year? I don't necessarily see that. Are the Dodgers wanting to win a World Series this year coming up? Absolutely. So I think for me, when you look at the Dodgers and you look at the Giants and what's happening with that, I could even see as the Padres being more of a rivalry than the Giants right now at this moment, right? So
100%.
Both of those teams, the Dodgers are just on another level. They're just on another level. And going back on Blake Snell and what he said, hey, I had a lot of catching up to do. You talk about why they signed him now is what he's done for me lately. His last 14 starts, like he said, he was doing his own scouting report. He was going out there and saying, hey, my stuff is just better than yours, and I'm going to let it eat. And he did just that. So I think going into this Dodgers team next year, how prepared they are. Because if we saw something in the postseason was the Dodgers were better prepared than anybody in the league. I can't wait to watch this Blake Snell go to work and see the way he prepares for games and he attacks hitters.
I like what he said, too, about I want to earn the opening day.
He's got edge, man.
皆さん、今回の動画はいかがでしたか？ブレイク・スネル選手のロサンゼルス・ドジャース加入について詳しくお届けしましたが、このニュースはまさに MLB 全体を揺るがすビッグニュースと言えるでしょう。スネル選手が語った家族と共に安定した環境で最高のプレーを追求したいという言葉、そしてドジャースでさらに多くのワールドシリーズ優勝を目指すという決意には、彼のプロフェッショナルとしての情熱と誠実さが垣間見えました。ドジャースがスネル選手に与えた5年180-200万ドルという契約は、彼の才能と価値を象徴するものであり、またチームの野心を如実に物語っています。この契約はただの数字ではなく、スネル選手が持つ圧倒的な奪三振力、安定したピッチング、そして勝利への意欲を評価した結果です。特に彼が昨シーズン後半に見せた14試合連続の圧倒的な投球内容を123、数々の奪三振、これが新たにドジャースの戦力に加わることは、チームのさらなる飛躍を予感させます。さらに、スネル選手が語った家を買うという話は、ファンにとっても新鮮で共感を呼ぶ内容だったのではないでしょうか。プロスポーツ選手として 常に労を伴う生活を送る中で、初めて自分の家を持てるという安定感が、彼自身や家族にどれほど大きな意味を持つかが伝わってきました。また、ドジャースというチームが、選手だけでなくの家族をも大切にする文化を持っていること、例えば、家族の移動や生活環境を整えるサポートは、彼らの成功の裏にある重要な要素であり、他チームとの差別化ポイントでもあります。このような家族の一員としての選手への配慮が、チームの団結力や士気を高めているのでしょう。ドジャースは、ワールドシリーズの覇者として、さらなる強化を続けています。大谷翔平選手や平良グラスノー選手の健康な復帰、そしてブレイク・スネルという左腕のエースの加入により、2024年シーズンへの期待がこれまで以上に高まっています。スネル選手が加入することで、先発ローテーションがさらに強化されるだけでなく、チーム全体のバランスもより一層整いました。このような堅実な戦略を持つドジャースは、MLB の中でも特に輝きを放つ存在です。そして忘れてはならないのが、スネル選手がこれまでのキャリアで築き上げてきた実績です。彼の奪三振力やピッチングスキルはもちろんのこと、試合への情熱、チームメイトとの協力、そして常に成長を目指す姿勢は、ドジャースというチームの文化に完璧にマッチしています。また、スネル選手自身がドジャースでプレーすることにワクワクしていると語った言葉からも、彼のモチベーションが高まっていることが伝わります。さらに、今回の移籍は、ただの戦力補強にとどまらない、ドジャースの未来を見据えた大きな一歩です。チームが掲げる黄金時代の再来というビジョンに向け、スネル選手は、その中心的な存在となるでしょう。過去の伝統を守りつつも、常に前進し続けるドジャースの姿勢は、ファンとしても誇りに思えるものです。さて、皆さんにもお聞きしたいです。ブレイク・スネル選手の加入について、あなたはどう思いますか？また、ドジャースが2024年シーズンでどのような活躍を見せると期待していますか？さらに、この動画で特に印象に残ったポイントや感想なども、ぜひコメント欄で教えてください。皆さんの意見を聞かせていただけるのを楽しみにしています。動画を楽しんでいただけたら、ぜひいいねとチャンネル登録をお願いします。これからも最新の MLB ニュースやドジャースのハイライト、選手たちの舞台裏に迫る動画をお届けしていきますので、ぜひお見逃しなく。次回の動画でも皆さんと一緒に盛り上がれることを楽しみにしています。それではまたお会いしましょう。